Oh, there we go. Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? Welcome to the live stream here on PasticheOfSkin. We are here for the Ubisoft E3 conference. Now, we're minutes away from the actual beginning of the conference. They're showing a fan-made video of materials of their own games.
Go.
Probably just a couple of characters and a couple of players actually arguing with each other. So we've got an hour and a half of Ubisoft goodness to go and check through. Now, obviously Ubisoft kind of have a history of doing some of the weirder conferences on E3, where they actually tend to have, I don't know, like mad stage shows and really complex dance numbers and slightly awkward moments with actors. But the one thing that was actually always a standard for the last couple of years was Aisha Tyler, the actress from Archer and many other things, that isn't going to be there this year, which is a little bit disappointing. So yeah, I'm curious about how they're going to link everything together and what they're going to do with their stage show to try and change the circumstances of it. So yeah, thank you very much for actually joining us here on the stream. We'll probably go through a couple of ideas of what they're going to do with their properties for Ubisoft for the next year and a half. Sorry, I'm getting slightly distracted by the actual like live stream videos playing in the background. Some cool shit going on there. We've got, I'm trying to think of like major Ubisoft titles that haven't got any linking or material done yet. They've got, the Assassin's Creed series was announced yesterday during the Xbox conference, and after that we've got Watch Dogs 2 has been out, but I don't know if they're going to be doing major DLC content for it. And then the next thing is I think other Ubisoft. Well, For Honor obviously has had an interesting last month or so because they've lost maybe 90% of their actual gamer or like their active players base, which is not a good sign. Rainbow Six, yeah, obviously popping up there. Steep as well. Games they've had a very good year for game releases. I mean, I was really hyped about Steep and Ubisoft conference last year, and in the end up, I didn't play Steep that much. I kind of wandered into it, had a bit of fun, and moved on because I had a lot of other stuff to do. For Honor, I enjoyed the beta of, and a lot of people were trying a lot of it. Like, I having a lot of fun with the beta. But of course, they didn't stick around for the full game, and then the full game's player bases dropped so significantly. There's a load of, I don't know. There's been a lot of interesting stuff done by Ubisoft, but in the end up, it hasn't maintained. And I don't know if that's a reflection on the longevity and quality of game, or if it's just per circumstance. That must be Trackmania, isn't it? I actually really enjoy Trackmania. But that looks very, very shiny for Trackmania. I don't even think it would actually look that nice on the PS4. But yeah, we've got plenty of stuff to look forward to if they're actually bringing back IP. Ubisoft are prolific. I mean, one of the biggest things that probably be of interest is that recent leak and announcement. Oh, nice slide. For the sign up with Nintendo, they have the Rabbids mixing up with Mario and the rest of his crew. So we're going to have probably some Nintendo Switch commentary done, which will be that'll be interesting to see. I wouldn't mind seeing somebody actually mention Switch in their conference, because Nintendo are obviously keeping themselves stum until tomorrow, and even then that's just like a treehouse that's getting released. It's not actually a E3 conference direct kind of thing. So yeah, maybe Ubisoft will actually shed a little bit of light on what we can expect for the Nintendo Switch for the next, maybe in the next year or so. Probably, I just realized that was actually the wee drone thing that you had wandering around, and actually ends up grabbing it. So what is this? Oh, is this more game footage? More people playing, chatting.
I'm getting emotionally invested in a game about balls called Balls. This is way more interesting than I was expecting. Okay, hold on.
Well, that's very easily entertained, chap. So obviously, they're still finishing off their show. We're going to get close to the actual startup of the E3 conference. Now, how long we got left? I'm imagining 3 minutes. 3 minutes of meandering conversation from me and meandering conversation from them. Let's actually kill off their audio there for a wee second, and we'll just throw up some little background music just to keep ourselves entertained. And the music that you're going to be hearing in the background for probably before this show started and for during this point, is actually all OC Remix tracks. You know, always check them out on ocremix.com. And of course, they have a YouTube channel where they have a lot of their tracks available to be listened to at any time. Now, I'm really obvious that there's camera glitches popping up here. Hopefully the camera doesn't die out on me. It's been doing this for the last 24 to 48 hours. I don't know what's causing it. I might actually need to replace the camera, or replace my webcam that I've been using for the last year and a half. So apologies if the camera cuts out, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It literally, I know it's annoying, but not much I can really do about it. The Ballad of Sir Kibbles, theme of Dream Hunter. Yeah. I'm just watching these guys talking. Obviously, you guys can't hear it because it's not going straight through on the stream. But yeah, these kind of like the pre-conference meandering conversation bits. I know it's all meant well and actually trying to actually kind of get people hyped and interested. But I think the Devolver Digital and that pre E3 show that I was watching yesterday at like 6 o'clock in the morning has really pointed out the lack of necessity for it, and maybe in time we're probably going to see a shift away from this extensive coverage to a Nintendo style kind of like or PlayStation experience. Even they do their own conference with a Nintendo style like Treehouse, where they actually just release a video and just say like, "This is all the things we're going to show you," because a lot of us are actually sitting here at home watching it like this. Oh. There we go. They're saying devs seem to be ready, so we'll actually switch back to the audio for the actual conference. And let's get ready to rumble!
I don't even know what we got for you. Are you guys ready? Make some noise. All right, so one last time, if you want to get at us in the community, use the hashtag UBE3, and I think there is only one person appropriate.
Something's going wrong here, because it seems to be actually picking up the audio from my mic as well as the TV, which is not what should be happening.
Hello. Eve, I believe the honor is yours. Would you do the honors, please?
Yes, sure. Let the game begin.
Sorry, Eve. I had to actually cough over the top of you there, man. We actually have an audio glitch going on here that's causing that noise. Of course, I knew it was going to be the Raven Rabbits first thing in the actual show. So it is a big announcement for actually Ubisoft to be doing a crossover with Nintendo. It's a nice touch. I like the fact that actually Eyeline follows Eve's walking out onto the stage as well. But we all knew that this was going to be a big announcement for E3, even though we've all heard about it so early on.
I've always wondered what could happen if our crazy rabbits were unleashed upon the world of Mario. Today, the dream is reality. And
Something is wrong with the audio here.
Unexpected encounter. It is my great honor to welcome a very special guest, someone I truly admire. Please.
Hey! That's awesome. And why is he carrying the gun from Fifth Element, really, more than anything else? That's actually, like, you know what people say about winning conferences? That's the way you win conferences, by just bringing out Shigeru Miyamoto. Oh, such a happy man.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So what have you brought with you?
well.
What did you bring?
This is a life-size replica of one of the weapons from this game.
Wow. Cool. I'm sure you love it.
I brought one for you.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
I do. It's just the prop guns are actually cute and adorable as they are themselves. And there's going to be a couple of shots stills with it. Yep, of course. Alright, so now we need... Alright, Photoshop battle. Everybody onto it. Now we just have them blasting around the room with the gun uncontrollably.
ね、ゴーストリーコンのとちょっと違うでしょ
These are a little bit different from the weapons you see in Ghost Recon.
Very different weapons for very different worlds. This one is, I think, very effective in the world of Mario and Rabbit. So, should do well.
And it's gone. Like one of the things where they're awkwardly standing there with them in their hand.
I'm so proud of Ubisoft's long-standing collaboration with Nintendo. You know, from the DS to the Wii, and more recently for the impressive launch of the Switch. You know, it has always been...
You think about it, the Wii and Rabbids were really heavily connected together. Ubisoft made good use of the motion controls back then.
ね、協力いただいてありがとうございます
Yes, thank you very much for all the work that we've been able to do together over the years with Ubisoft.
もうほら出会ってから25年ぐらい経つんですよね
I mean, Eves, it's already been about 25 years since you and I first met.
で
Jesus.
とかに来るたんびに UBI さんのブースを僕は訪問してでビデオで撮ってもらって社内のビデオに登場したりしてましたね
And every year at E3, you're kind enough to invite me to your booth, and we get to take lots of pictures and videos, and I've even recorded messages for Ubisoft employees in the past.
でそのたんびにねなんか UBI の開発の皆さんのすごい任天堂ゲーム愛みたいなものを感じてきました
And so over the years, I've always felt the deep, heartfelt passion that Ubisoft developers have for Nintendo and its characters.
でそれは一方でね僕は同じ開発者としてこう戦う
But I want to fight you. Fight you in the streets.
But on the other hand, because we're both software developers, we've also looked at each other as kind of rivals and tried to see who could make the best software.
けどまあ
I want to put you in your face. Your funny French face.
ラビッツがいっぱいあるんですけどもそういうラビッツのヒューモアはすごく理解してました
But of course, I've known the Rabbids characters for many years, and I have many Rabbids figures decorating my desk.
Wow.
And so I've always been a fan of the characters and their humor.
だから今回の話があった時にラビッツがどんなユーモ
The ads, if you think about it, the old Rabbids ads really do have like a sense of like a Nintendo slapstick comedy to them as well.
The Rabbids could bring to the Mario world.
アでただダビデさんに会った時にね、ダビデさんに一つだけお願いしたんです
And so when I met Davide-san, who is the creative director of this game, yes. When I met Davide-san, I had just one condition for this project.
絶対こう
Take the camera off me now, fuckers.
プラットフォームゲームじゃなくてマリオで今まで作ったことのないジャンルのゲームを作ってほしいとお願いしました
I said, whatever you do, don't try to make a jump game or a Mario platformer. Try to make a Mario game that has never been made before.
よかったですね
So I made a railgun shooter.
It was an exciting, very
They haven't done.
challenge for all our teams. And I think we have done something you will love. So, thank you very much for giving us the chance to perform on this game.
はい本当にヨーロッパで作るとこんなものができるのかとかねそれからUBI さんやっぱりアクションゲームをちゃんと作ってる会社なんでこう単性のストラテジーゲームというもののちゃんとこうテンポのいいゲームが出来上がりました
And so, of course, because the game is being made in Europe, it has a very unique flavor to it. And of course, Ubisoft is very good at making action games, but this game in particular has a great layer of strategy and tactics to it, but with a very good pace.
Yeah, no, it's going to be fresh.
You're telling about it being fresh and interesting. Show us the footage. Show us the footage. God damn it, Ubisoft. You're getting it all wrong. Time to show the Fuhrer.
Thanks again, Miyamoto.
Finally, we can talk about this project.
Finally, I'm on the stage.
So we've been working on this game
God, yeah, finally, but yet you still managed to take your time.
on this stage. It's just super exciting. So,
Then show it!
so Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle is a tactical adventure exclusive for the Nintendo Switch, and let's check right away some gameplay.
Tactical squad combat. Is it a child-friendly Rainbow Six? What the fuck?
So the rabbits have been teleported into the Mushroom Kingdom, and it made the world completely unstable and chaotic.
Yeah.
As a true hero wants to save the day, but this time with some new friends.
Oh, did you call him Princess Basic Bitch?
And at first, they don't really know each other, but in the end, they will form this dream team that will potentially save the Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, boom, ba-dum. So it's a team-based kind of running platformer. It seems odd that they're not really showing us any combat or anything. Very exploratory so far. Beautiful though. It actually looks very pretty. It's actually an interesting world. I like the mashup of Nintendo and Rabid Worlds. Mario and Rabid Worlds.
It's a turn-based tactical adventure game. Combat is a really big part of the concept.
Turn-based tactical adventure. This is Mario RPG with Rabbids.
Somehow turned bad. And what we see here is just the very beginning of the game, so it will be perfect to talk about the combat basics. So the two flags you see on the screen here is to tell you this is a battlefield zone. So you'll switch from exploration mode to battle mode.
It's XCOM.
The blue zone is your move anywhere you want in that zone.
That is kind of cool.
Battlefield ingredients such as covers for protection.
It's XCOM. Holy shit! It's Mario XCOM. Oh shit! Rabbids on Overwatch, man. Rabbids on Overwatch. And then they actually use characters that launch them to other locations. Whoop.
Using Mario, she's able to flank the enemy. So you can also attack the enemy behind that cover and expose them by destroying that cover, which is really interesting in terms of strategy because for the next turns, you'll be open for attacks. And last but not least, techniques. So from defensive ones like Rabbid Peach shield boost, or offensive ones like Mario's Hero Sight.
Right.
To attack the enemy even if it's not his turn, as soon as the enemy moves.
So yeah, they've even got oversight. So it actually is. Yeah, it's XCOM. Awesome, right? No, that's it. I was one of the things where I was looking at it, saw the squad based and like the layers and everything. But yeah, this is actually going to be a tactical mobile XCOM.
Movement abilities, techniques.
That's pretty fucking awesome. Yeah. Oh man, I'm on board with that.
Rabbit pipes.
Yeah, I think that's actually Ubisoft immediately getting a goddamn tweet on their first game. Which, like, you know what? From conferences wise, I haven't done that at all yet. But hell yeah, E3.
Goes for Mario. Team jump, land behind the enemy.
Oh, man.
Single movement sequence, and then finish off the enemy. And what we see here is actually explosive cover. So those have many type of super effects, and this one was a push effect. So you can push heroes or enemies out of the boundaries. So again, this is just a glimpse into the basics of the game.
Damn right.
As you progress into the game, you have more tactic tools. You'll be able to
More enemy types. Useful trying to transition skills.
use different type of heroes, different type of weapons.
So for every Mario character, there is a Rabbid equal to them. So essentially, it's the typical four: Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi. And then you force the bigger ones to move around. Ooh, chain jumps. And then skill trees for each of the characters as you keep them alive for a long time. Like that. Luigi actually has a vacuum cleaner for attacks. Ah, nice. You can actually like float the enemies, like combo them one after another. So if you have somebody on Overwatch and you have somebody launching there, then you actually immediately shoot them. Good touch. Nice touch. I like the idea of chaining attacks together one after another. It's something that actually would have been really cool to be able to do with your 4 or 5 characters, especially with the secondary third moves.
Just a glimpse into the game itself, but first and foremost, this is a project done with passion, with our hearts. So it would not exist otherwise. So we just can't wait for you guys to...
It wouldn't exist if you didn't make XCOM either, though.
For those who are not at E3, you'll see online coverage, videos, and surprises. So have a great conference, have a great E3. Thank you.
Alright, so since they're actually announcing ahead of time what game's going to be next, that was their big reveal, really, probably for the conference. Yahoo! Okay, just giving them weapons in front of them. Gonna get a copyright strike when I hear this play. Oh my! Gotta keep on talking on the top of this whenever I'm watching, just for the fact that I know essentially, even with like the quarter of a sack and I already had nice selfie shots. So yeah, charming as hell trailer. Gameplay has me intrigued. I was curious of what it was, but an XCOM Mario Rabbids game, I'm on board with that. That's actually going to be entertaining. I'm assuming you actually, as you play through, you might have to rescue a few of your players as you go through until they join. He starts kicking ass. Woo! So even the thematic, like world kind of like ice world, fire world, whatever else. Usually having to spark things up. Having the individual worlds related to like different things. It's like even the rabbit characters, like they having the big thwomp. It actually reminds me of the giant thwomp block from Donkey Kong. Yes. That's a nice touch. So yeah, do you have a DK in there as well? Groucho Marx. It looks like he was actually doing a Groucho Marx impression rather than Mario impression. So I'm curious to know, I don't want them to actually do a lot on Assassin's Creed Origins now, because we've seen so much of it in the Xbox conference. Maybe come out, talk about it a little bit, but really, this needs to be like truncated down.
I'm Ashraf Ismail, game director for Assassin's Creed Origins. I've waited a long time to say that. Almost 10 years.
It's just the fact that like the Ubisoft conference is populated by a lot of their staff, so like they're kind of like shouting out for each other, going like, "Hey man, about fucking time!"
When it took us to the Italian Renaissance. Over the years, this amazing series has taken us to the American Revolution, the French Revolution, Victorian London, and of course, to the Republic of Pirates. For the 10-year anniversary of Assassin's Creed,
What the hell was that?
for ourselves and for all newcomers, we wanted to go back very far.
Oh, so it must have been a transition thing that they had.
Since Black Flag, over the last 3.5 years, we have poured our energy, our talent, our passion into bringing the land of pyramids, pharaohs, and mummies to life, to bring ancient Egypt to life. Now, Egypt challenged us.
I can imagine why.
Challenged us to reinvent what it means to be Assassin's Creed. And over the next few days, you will see, play, and feel this reinvented experience. I am deeply honored and proud to be here representing the amazing work of a phenomenal team, and thrilled to finally be able to show you this beast.
I know the thanks and appreciation has to be given out, and like it's really good to actually see the devs come out and do But no matter what, it always feels a little bit long. But this seems to be a lot more serious than Ubisoft's kind of previous efforts. It is just like dev footage, except for like the Shigeru Miyamoto bit at the very top, and then that was actually quite tame in comparison for Ubisoft stuff. So obviously we're looking at similar enough footage from the XCOM or the Xbox conference. Boo! So we're going to actually see animals kind of attacking you more in the forests and well, the forests essentially brush, shrub, and tree line and stuff. Obviously they've kind of gone for a different thing with Assassin's Creed, making it much more progression and RPG element to it. Different kind of loot dropping for different qualities of weapons, probably with the concept of actually like degeneration and longevity of stuff, and an exploratory kind of space. So fair play, like it's a big change, and the way they were kind of like going forward in history until they're kind of going to try and catch up with each other themselves, I was curious about, but I haven't really been invested in the Assassin's Creed series since what maybe Assassin's Creed Revelations. So yeah, the Desmond story kind of made the falter for me. Oh, thank you very much. Hey JA, welcome to the stream. I'm just being curious about what Assassin's Creed, where does it go from here? I mean, going back to the origins, I really do like the logo. I actually like the Assassin's Creed logo with the horse in the center of it. That's a nice touch.
Thank you. As an extra treat, let's check in with home base, where we're going to get a glimpse of what you'll see right after the UB conference.
What? No!
Here at the home base with Hanny Duong and Carl Lewitt, producer on Assassin's Creed Origins at Ubisoft Singapore.
At least we're going to see some live play of the alpha.
We're going to be entering the open world. We've got a ton more to show you, but Carl, kick it off. Give us a little taste here.
Yes, so here we are in the open world of Egypt. This is the demo that we will be showing on the show floor here at E3. Bayek is riding into the regions in Egypt, this most southernmost region. It's
guys.
From the desert, moving towards this Lake Moris, and let's have a little exploration around here.
It's sunny on the lake and it's sunny on the monitor here, but folks, this looks really good. It's running on an Xbox One X. It will be giving you the gameplay feed after the show. We've got 30 minutes of that coming up.
Yeah, but it's a bit of a bad idea during the conference. There should be camera pointing at a TV screen.
Tagging a few enemies here.
Well, so, I mean, part and parcel of it is that literally it's, oh yeah, we are playing the console, and it's just because we have this one setup here. This is the reason why we can play this. So it makes it feel more real and more believable as actually being like actual input and gameplay.
You won't want to miss it.
But it's a very odd way to actually display it. But at the same time, it makes it very clear, like, this is a playable build. Like, we are in an open playable build.
That's it for now. Thank you.
So, yeah. Suppose that was also to get a mention and a show of the controller of the Xbox One X as well, I suppose.
Live stream from our home base. And
the camera's getting really glitchy now. Sorry, guys. It may die out, but you'll still be able to hear me. I won't go away. Well, I'm not going away.
Thank you very much.
What we got next from the Ubisoft? In an upside-down world, where nothing is what it seems. There's a plane flying down a main street of a city?
Hey, piece of chance.
Sponsored by Chevrolet. And now we're driving in through the streets. And now we're driving through all the streets. And it's turned into Inception. We now have all the cities in a square. Now it's turned into a box. And now we can see the Golden Gate Bridge. And it's getting bigger. So, what do we got here? More drive. I don't know. What's Ubisoft's driving series? What is their well-known driving series? So I'm assuming it's It's not, like, because it's not motocross or specifically off-road racing. It's just the fact that this happens to be all connected together. With planes as well. Planes, trains, and motorcycles. Alright. Aries, jump. So this is just like a Daredevil saying, Daredevil, the Daredevil simulator. Drive everything. Miss all of the things. Make sure you don't die. Is this essentially the motorsports version of Steep?
Skid. Oh, and there's a wreck. The cars are
Damn!
brilliantly. Now that's the skill that wins no matter what the engine.
Boom, is that what it's called? Alright, I can appreciate that. Literally, he's like, fuck it, off the race course. If you can't control the mountains, you bring the mountains to you.
Coming out of nowhere to rise to the
King of all motorsports. Alright, I can get on board with this. This is the same kind of feeling I had whenever I was seeing the Steep trailer from last year. It was one of those things going like, it has everything? The idea of a gaming platform that just allows you to apply in, as long as you have a physics engine and an expansive enough space to do it in. Now, the big question I have with a game series like this is, do they have one open space? The crew, that's what it actually is. Right. Okay. That's a bit of an expansion from the original crew's kind of purview. It's a nice touch. So your crew is all of you and everything and all vehicles. And essentially if they build an environment for it, they can just keep adding stuff to it.
To the driving genre out there. To the big, wide, open world of the USA. Thanks to our players, we have taken this iconic vision to the next level. They showed us what they liked and what they wanted to see in the futures. Now, it's time to take it way beyond driving. I am Stéphane Bellet, Creative Director. This is...
Hello, Stéphane Bellet.
2. Thank you. Here in the US, motorsports are louder, bigger, edgier than anywhere else in the world. Drivers
So we made this game obnoxious. Do you like?
and celebrate a common passion for all things motorized. Now's your chance.
More power.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to The Crew 2, home of Modern Nation.
Modern Nation? Alright. In-game rendered and running. Helicopters, planes, trains, automobiles, helicopters, motorcycles, all the things. Their version of Mini America is kind of impressive. It's just finding the waterways and the roadways that you're going to be switching around in. And the race courses. So, yeah, fair play. I imagine the planes are going to be like a very predominant choice for people. Also as a way of traversal if you're going to want to just wander around the maps.
Of the city, street racers prove their skills, skidding on rooftops, burning asphalt, and tuning their rides.
Do a backflip! Pretty game. In fact, it looks a bit more refined than the Forza demo that we saw for Xbox One X.
Through the striking beauty of nature.
Let's destroy nature! Ah, this untracked land. Let's lay some tracks. We're next. Boats.
Unpredictable waves on the open ocean, rapid waters, or narrow rivers.
Okay, very easy way to launch yourself. Boom! Skimming on the water, flying in the sky.
Fearless pilots rule the skies, spin between buildings, through the clouds, among stunning perspectives.
Yeah, that looks fucking pretty. Yeah, I actually would enjoy the fuck out of that. Just buzzing your mates every single few seconds as well. It is glorious looking. It's actually just the distance draw on that. I see them flying the helicopter, but I'm going like, do you fly the chopper as well? That'd be actually pretty good for spectator mode, I suppose. Jeez, all of the things! Now, I'm pretty sure you won't have cross-racing play where people can actually fly or versus a car. But that was one of the cooler things about Forza Horizon, where you'd actually do the plane races. I actually would be on board with some of those, that kind of gameplay. Just like set tracks and that kind of thing with ring points that they had to hit.
High-octane contests await you. Take the lead on Modern Nation.
Watch out for blue shells. No, wait, we're not partnering up completely with Nintendo.
Register now for beta access or play the demo at the booth.
Ah, cool.
TC2 for yourself.
I might, in fact, actually sign up for that beta.
Thank you.
It's a beta that doesn't, like, the full game doesn't interest me, but the beta interests me enough to see it in motion, really. So maybe it can convince me. Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Oh, here it is.
We all wanted to be superheroes for the same reason.
Yep. I still haven't played Stick of Truth. The temptation is to pick up Stick of Truth as the pre-order bonus for this, and then play through both of them. Now, obviously, they're doing the Civil War for the Fractured Butthole, which came because of the fantasy storyline they did in the season, and then they did the superhero one, so it makes a lot of sense. I like the fact that they've got their uniforms sitting behind them in the background there, but I don't know. Jokey, funny, enjoyable adventure game. Probably a solid, 8 to 10 hours of play in it, and I enjoy the hell out of like Penny Arcade's similar game. The Penny Arcade, Reigns Like Precipice of Darkness, the first 2 chapters of it were very similar to this, and I actually enjoyed the hell out of those. So it's one of those things where, like, why wouldn't I enjoy this? I like South Park. I like the jokes, the humor. I know all the references, and I enjoy RPG gameplay. So I don't know why I haven't played the first one yet.
Visionary archetype and a butt-fucking traitor.
Eric, you must listen to me.
Get out of my head, Timmy.
Your franchise is going nowhere. Face the truth, Eric. You guys are kind of douchebags.
He just called us douchebags in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So, the fractured butthole.
There you go. Watch Dogs! Hacker time, hacker time, hacker time. DedSec DLC. I've got a feeling.
Of, well, we're looking to do something interesting in VR, and we've got this division, and you're
okay. All right. So Ubisoft VR.
What sense you have of storytelling within, and put that into the context of VR.
You can, for the first time as a player, feel like you are in a movie. That's a really good word for it. We want you to take off the gear and still feel unsettled.
Okay. So a VR experience that immerses you?
Working with Ubisoft, we stumbled across some fascinating research that had begun in the late 90s. Essentially, neuroscientists had figured out a way to upload brain data, trauma, emotions, memories, to the digital space.
Yep.
Now, we've gone and taken the next logical step, and with Ubisoft, we've recreated in virtual reality one such test subject. So we'd like you to come and join us and experience the Walter test case for yourself. Again.
I'm on board with actually like experimenting on my own brain. I can get on with that. The whole idea of uploading the brain, I've actually been interested in it because it's been mentioned in Steins Gate, which I've been playing over the last couple of days.
Watching a movie, so no matter how real it may seem, it can't hurt you. You are completely safe. You are completely safe.
Transference. So we're going to get like this is actually the FMV movies, and the home of the mind, spring 2018. Now, I like the concept, premise, the idea that you're actually going, you don't know when you're in and you're out. That's great. It'd be fucking hilarious. But Ubisoft, don't promise and not deliver. Although admittedly with Elijah Wood and the other actors that you spotted there, that's going to be interesting.
And now, I'm happy to share a new surprise with you. Building on the legacy of one of our most popular worlds, the super talented teams of Ubisoft Singapore came up with something really, really unique. So I want you to see that and enjoy. Thank you.
Yeah, Eves, you're actually being short and sweet to the point, so let's see what this is.
Men
back in 1721.
Treacherous trade routes of the Indian Ocean. The riches in their holds fuel their dreams of power and fortune, while whetting the appetites of those they fear most. Pirates.
Sid Meier's Pirates? Whatever it is, it looks pretty as fuck.
After 70 years, the way he goes there for is to unlock.
At least it looked like they died peacefully. Is that a mermaid? Fucking loaded with gold. Avast, ya fuckwits! Pirate Queen! Morgan! Oh, that's a pretty badass looking fucking ship too. Now, with what? I think there's 3 pirate games, Sea of Thieves and 2 others. And of course Ubisoft's experience with playing Black Flag. What are we to expect? The fucking Spanish! Unless we go a little crazy. Oh, we're never gonna survive. Oh man, loving this. Pirates overexposure, possibly, maybe. But the one thing that Ubisoft was probably chastised for back whenever we saw Black Flag for the first time was like, why the fuck isn't this a game outside of the Assassin's Creed context? Skull and Bones. I like the trailer for this. I'd be curious to know what the gameplay is going to be like, but that looked wonderfully impressive. I'm just curious if it's going to be naval combat and naval combat only, but I'm sure they'll tell us a little bit more now.
120 days. That's how long the average pirate survived a lawless life on the seas during the golden age of piracy. I'm Justin Farron, the creative director for Skull and Bones, and this is your chance to not just survive, but to climb the food chain and surpass the legend of every pirate who ever sailed the high seas.
Just survive a year.
Bringing innovative naval combat to Assassin's Creed, we at Ubisoft Singapore have set out to bring you the ultimate pirate experience. A tactical action game where we take that naval combat to the next level, mastering the ocean and its winds at the helm of ships armed to the teeth. Skull and Bones takes place in a shared system where you can sail solo or form a gang of pirates with your friends, and together terrorize the trade routes of the Indian Ocean.
Awesome.
Season after season, you'll collaborate and compete with other bloodthirsty players. Even execute
games as a service, though.
In order to become the ultimate pirate kingpin. Now I'm proud to share with you the Loot Hunt, one of Skull and Bones' 5 versus 5 team-based PvP modes.
Okay, cool. Gameplay.
We've just received intel that merchant convoys rich with treasure are sailing just off the coast of Madagascar. But beware, there are other pirates also looking to plunder the PvP disputed waters of the Indian Ocean.
So PvP, PvE, so you can gather stuff if you stay out of the way of other players. Pre-alpha gameplay, so obviously take it with the thickest of grains of salt.
Madagascar, located on the cusp of a bustling trade route, it is the perfect place for an ambush. Here is our gang of pirates, the Raiders, going head-to-head with a gang of rival players, the Cutthroats. Victory goes to the team with the most loot at the end of the hunt.
So it is literally a scavenger hunt as you go hunting for stuff.
Are we ready for a hunt? Knowing how to sail with the wind is a pirate's most precious skill. Use the wind.
Seeing the tides underneath there in the wind. Very cool.
Tactical advantage in battle. To reap the most rewards, it is best to split up, some going inland, others keeping to the open sea. Each one has unique strengths. The frigate's hull is reinforced, its arsenal equipped with numerous culverin cannons. The brigantine is devastating up close, with a battering ram designed to break any resistance. The sloop of war kills from afar, with its crippling long-ranged mortars and precise long 9 cannons.
Boom!
Flying hostile colors! All sails, ride the wind! All hands on deck! Position fixed! Open fire!
Nice, so it really does feel like Black Flag territory here. Even controls looks the same. It looks like they've actually built this as a kind of proof of concept on the Black Flag engine. Which is perfectly fine, I mean, because it was addictive as hell.
So are your rivals.
Store the goods, then back to your station.
The team that escapes with the most loot claims victory.
Uh-oh.
Searching for more targets on the horizon, our spots a rival pirate ship further inland.
Oh, big hit.
With its heavily reinforced hull, our frigate swoops in to save the day, bearing the brunt of the damage.
Nice move.
Another day, another victim!
Speed, Mr. Mercy! Vamos!
Yeah, literally, it running. This is a slightly graphically updated and modified version of the Black Flag engine, which is Absolutely cool and fine. Go on, ram the bitch. Time to board. Time to board.
They are killing. We can take their ship.
With the enemy ship's broadside now vulnerable, our frigate rushes in to board her.
No water.
Alright, so they haven't shown the engine of how it works. Alright, so that was all automated after being taken down.
Fancy snorting some fish piss?
They're not really showing us anything new in this though, so far, other than prettiness. Which maybe that's all you need for a full-on, like, this is a pirate game, not Assassin's Creed.
Pirate hunters have been sent in, signaling the end of the hunt. They target the pirates with the most stolen loot.
Time to make our escape, Captain, or we are good for the news.
Yeah, time to make tracks.
Full tilt, Silbo, full tilt.
The pirate hunter defenses are so strong that the only option is escape.
Yeah.
Sacrificing herself to buy time for the frigate who carries the most loot.
Whoops.
The frigate now needs to make its escape through the reefs.
Captain, let's make for the reef.
Successful pirates know when to run, with their hulls full and the wind at their backs.
So it's like hit and run tactics, send you into an arena, grab what you can and out again. That's cool. Saying up for a chance to play early, Skull and Bones game. That's two betas. Two betas announced on one conference. So Skull and Bones and The Crew 2, which is more than a lot of the other ones have actually done for gameplay wise. It's actually like, do you want to go and play it now? It's not that long from now, so go ahead, sign up.
At E3. And please register for our live phases online. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention. The world of Skull and Bones is one that evolves.
Yeah.
When you act, it reacts.
That if I did not kiss the girls, my lips would grow a moldy. Way ho away, will haul away.
What? The fuck? Nice. I like that. Okay. So the concept of actually having a active kind of world that has things living in it, I'm sure it'll have the whaling in it as well. It'll have monster hunts, which would be kind of cool to actually get a group of 5 or 6 players around to do. I'm on board with that. Yeah, so Skull and Bones definitely got some of interest. Obviously, Just Dance is going to be promoted now, but I'm going to just sit and spend more time talking about Skull and Bones because it's Just Dance. Like, it's a dancing game. What are we going to expect? Oh wait, this isn't Just Dance. Is it? Oh, it is. It is Just Dance. So we've got a bunch of Sub-Zeros. Awesome. And Ubisoft are signing up on a deal with NetherRealm Studios, and we're going to have dancing Sub-Zeros in the next Mortal Kombat game. And Injustice 2. So, Automation Jamiroquai tune. I obviously have to talk constantly over the top of this because it's got a so unbelievably good copyright strike. So, yeah, excuse me while I ignore and actually, in fact, turn that way the hell down just in case. The, so Skull and Bones, obviously, Far Cry 5, and more so. What? Why are you going back to Origins? So, more, of course, switching tracks and switching songs. So more Just Dance. The Skull and Bones, obviously, with the beta being available, I'm looking forward to checking it out to see what the what you can do solo. And whenever it showed like 5v5, it was actually each one of the individual boats are yours rather than actually being a number of people on a boat, which is fine. I mean, there's not a big problem with that. That is one shaggy and uncomfortable looking panda. I really hope they take the mask off the panda because that's that awkward level of terrifying panda costume. Instead they're doing La La Land. Oh, and they actually have a performer singer on stage with them. Okay. Well, that's even better because I'll probably get done for likeness rights and stuff, or the visual and audio content now. So the way I are dance with somebody. Why was it so blurry as well? So this is kind of like, this is the typical Ubisoft experience thing that I was kind of expecting for their conferences, where it's big, bright, cheery dance numbers and obviously really easily marketable materials for an audience that enjoys this kind of stuff. But yeah, I can't get into it. I mean, I enjoy DDR, I enjoy dance games and stuff. Like, it's just the fact that I don't know what you need to do. I don't know why you need to promote them or advertise them or even say that there's going to be another one out, other than literally just say it's Just Dance. Just Dance will be out again this year with a whole new updated track list and maybe 1 or 2 new features. Because doing these extended dance numbers instead are... Yes, of course it is. The Just Dance series isn't going to break down anybody's kind of like expectations. It's a Just Dance game. To play the Stick of Truth with farts. Yep. Okay, so they've got a card game South Park game coming out. Versus knights, versus princesses, versus bards. So versus choir board. Okay, so they're actually just like mixing everything together. South Park, the CCG. Cock magic. Gonna kill your battery. Alright, so a collectible card game based on South Park, which is charming. I'm glad they're actually, like, there's a little bit of mobile kind of fun to be had. I'm sure that might actually take off if people are really getting into their card battlers still on mobile. So what have we got now from Ubisoft Toronto? Tell us, Toronto, what have you got for us? Jewel the Pleiades? Even more incredible than No Man's Sky. Uh-huh. Oh my god. Oh no. It's a modular build your own spaceship Lego amiibo Switch enabled thing. Oh, it's on all the consoles too. Oh god. Shit, they've found a way to actually make it applicable to adults, because no kid's going to actually like concern themselves with this. But a fucking adult will buy the shit out of this. Especially ones that are in the tabletop. You genius bastards. Starlink Battle for Atlas. Wow, that's gonna be weird. So you modularly put your ship together. Obviously they're gonna have like a few preset early ones, but I'm hoping that does not require the models to play. And you are Satan. Starcom. Starcom. Bringing Starcom back. That's what we're trying to do. Hmm. Yeah. So Switch, PS4, and Xbox One. Obviously, we saw the controllers on it, but the fact they're going digital or physical. So you buy the physical if you want the toy, and the toy gives you the pack to take into the game. Okay, and get on board with that. So people actually like to have their ship on their shelf. I can see that, especially if they make them like big enough and bulky enough, and they look the right size. Really, that's one of the one thing that was actually enticing about it. So Starlink, I need to look that one up as well. Good, goddamn, Ubisoft have actually got a really good conference so far. Yeah, that's the thing. It was literally last year they announced Steep, and it looked impressive. It was very entertaining. I played in the beta myself. I didn't get to play the full game. Whenever I did a like retrospective like stream where I was looking at the 3 big winter games of the year that Christmas, it was Mark McMorris, Steep, and Snow. And Snow and Mark McMorris, I was able to get or like review copies to try do the comparisons and check with. And Steep beat the fucking pants off of all the other ones. It is a fun ass game, and I've seen footage of what they're going to be adding to it soon. So all of their employees are actually learning the sports to go along with it. Hmm. I get this. The idea, like, there's some events, some things you just, like, in real life, you wouldn't be doing, like, 5 tries at this. So, to spoil it, rocket suit and paragliding with skis. Ski jumping? Yeah. Oh, Olympic events? Nice! Nice! The untracked land of Steep was great, but to actually put Olympic events into it, to actually kind of like have key setups that you can actually like go and get with. On board with that. Dead on. Like it. That is a genius idea to actually jump into. With once they built the audience and they actually knew what they were going to do with the tracked mountains, the untracked mountains, and the actual space, and letting people build their own events, then to actually like go right. So now you guys know the place and the land and everything else, right? Let's change it up so we actually have set up the proper competitive stuff that you guys can play around in. Because Steep is a very, very chilled out game. It's unbelievably relaxed. Yeah. Road to the Olympics. On board with that. That's pretty cool. It's a good idea for an expansion. What the hell happened? I was wondering there. Dark foreboding, scary times. Okie dokie. That Scarecrow is actually unnerving. It's not a Scarecrow. That's actually a fucking cross. I was wondering there. It's like Scarecrow. Like it's like, oh, Far Cry 5. Obviously, this has been announced already. It's Far Cry in the American hills. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this. Far Cry's never been a game series that's actually held my attention. It's just because of all the crafting and long, extended play. And of course, they're giving the review 5 stars already before they actually got the game out. So I'm curious what people's reception of Far Cry 5 is going to be. A lot of people have already kind of made their points and complaints vocal. And people making jokes about the fact that it's like, oh, it's a Republican simulator, Republican hunting simulator. It's like, no, it's a crazy cult kind of thing. That's what the point is. Yeah, why didn't you just call the cops? Yeah, I missed it. Essentially, that's what it is. It's build your own militia to fight back against a crazy cult. Fair play. I like the concept. I'm wondering if it's actually scale wise. Is it Far Cry Primal or Far Cry 4? You know, like the environment. Is it going to be densely populated or is it going to be a lot of trekking and running? Does look pretty as fuck though. That's one thing I'll say. But as always, towers go up, sign tower, send signals, set up radios. Yay. Four guys. Oh shit. I want you sniping from up there. Well, I wander down here and blow the... Oh shit, there's more of them. Blow their brains out. Essentially the fact that they can't count... Whoa, dead people. Ugh. Fuck this cult. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, 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 so, of course, as always, I have to keep on talking over the top of this kind of crack just to make sure there's no copyright strikes. But, Boomer, thanks for hire. Beautiful. So your dog can jump in, distract, help you take a couple of people down. You've got guns for hire, pretty much people who came along. Oh, good dog. Good dog. Pilot. I'm loving this, the fact that just kind of like they've got a nice wee space, just kind of showed the guns for hire, which they have already. They've already kind of teased them with little kind of like short videos that kind of go through reasons why they're all fighting. Co-op as well. They actually have the reasons why each one of these people fight, and it's damn charming and it's damn cool. And I recommend checking out those videos if you don't see them already. So just look up Far Cry 5, kind of like I don't know what they're called. I don't know if they're called them character introductions or like vignettes or whatever, but they're little vignettes explaining and showing how badass each of these individual background characters are. So I hope there'll be a little bit of kind of charm and character and interaction with them. But admittedly, that's one of the lesser things in Far Cry. I don't think they really focus on that too much. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, 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 yeah. A UBISOFT. I sing, oh yeah. What have they got for us this time? A long silence. Alright, boot up that demo. Boot up the goddamn demo. Montpellier? So Ubisoft Montpellier. Yes! Holy shit! Please! Monkey's got a temper. Oh. Cheek of you, the little shit. Nice. Alright, so since we got our Aladdin tail, have we? This is cool. Fucking loving this trailer. It's Fifth Element all over this shit. Fifth Element Beyond Good and Evil. I got so excited thinking it was Beyond Good and Evil just at the very, very top, and I was going like, why? Where? Why? Why Ubisoft? Does Ubisoft own the rights to it? Is it a Ubisoft game? And then actually realized it's not that. Still cool though. Ha! Air jacking. Oh shit. It is pretty damn beautiful and cool so far. I'm disappointed I got so excited whenever it's not what I thought it was, but it's still, this is actually really gorgeous and interesting. Hey, Galactic Pirates. Oh, I'm getting tingles, man. It fucking is! Oh, man! Holy shit, yeah! Oh, I like literally in the first shot I saw it and then immediately was thinking someone else for the rest of it, but oh, fuck yeah! Beyond Good and Evil 2, about fucking time! Oh, Jesus Christ! Yes! Yubi, you win! You win, motherfuckers! Oh, man! So long of a wait! Oh, dude! Don't cry, you'll make me cry too! Man! Yeah, motherfucker, we've been waiting! Beyond Good and Evil, man. If you haven't fucking played it, go and play the goddamn Beyond Good and Evil game. You'll understand why I'm hyped. It's the longest fucking waiting cliffhanger. Huh. Fuck me, they changed their plans on this. Okay. Jesus Christ, okay, so three betas. Four betas. Son of a bitch, Jesus Christ, They're overly emotional about what they're going to do with us. They don't know what to fucking say. Oh, the whole fucking team are up, and this is their last big thing. Fair enough. Like, fucking hell, that's actually pretty damn cool. Yeah, guy. Fucking brilliant that they actually did a Beyond Good and Evil announcement as the last thing. That was their one more thing, and it worked. God damn, this was actually a good conference. I actually am fucking hyped. Ubisoft did a fucking great conference with a lot of interesting games and a shitload of betas available and a lot of things to sign up to. Not nebulous information, just kind of one of the things you're like, well, you want to see how far we're gotten it, just sign up. We'll tell you when it's ready. Fucking fair play. Well done, Ubi. Ubi, you kind of nailed it this time with not so much of their ridiculousness. Yeah, holy shit is goddamn right, guys. Yeah, the show is not over for you guys, but it is for me whenever it comes to who has won E3. Now, holy shit, that is actually kind of impressive. So Ubisoft, you have stolen my heart. That is actually being pretty damn interesting. So many games to actually talk about. I'm going to let this play in the background as visuals, kind of like something moving while I'm sitting here. In fact, maybe I should go full screen. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that for just a little while. We'll throw this in here. Because actually it puts them in the background and I'm over the top of them a wee bit. So guys, that was the Ubisoft E3 conference and that was damn fucking entertaining. I am fully on board with that. I don't really like this. I actually want to go back to the one it was. The Ubisoft have actually done an amazing job of kind of getting me hyped for a number of titles that I didn't think I would get hyped for otherwise. The Crew 2 looks interesting enough that I want to play the beta, and maybe it'll actually hook me and take me into the full game if I find the pleasure of it. Starlink, I'm never ever going to buy toys for the purposes of unlocking packs in a game. It's just not, I don't do that kind of thing. I've never been into Skylanders or Amiibos or the Disney Infinity area. It's not my world, but you give me a good space combat sim and you make them actually like very viable, interesting models and stuff that I can put up on my shelf, and in a scale and a size that they don't look like dinky little things, then fuck, you might actually get my attention. So yeah, well done. Well done to Ubisoft on that. And then to top it all off, with Beyond Good and Evil 2, big announcement, and actually having a fucking awesome trailer, advertisement, commercial kind of video of some really interesting characters that literally within a second and a half, I go, fuck, it's Beyond Good and Evil, then doubt myself until you show me the title card at the end, then you fucking win E3. That's how you win E3. You kind of like build my anticipation, make me doubt myself, and then reveal it at the very end. So Sony has got a fucking battle in their hands to actually make me decide that I enjoyed them over Ubisoft. So far, the conferences have been uninspiring. Microsoft did put out a lot of games. They talked a lot about their hardware. They showed a lot of stuff. E3 or EA was poor, just to even describe. And of course, Bethesda had a tight conference. They had a lot of detail put into it, but it was stuff that I didn't really care about. And one of the things I realized during the broadcast of it was that I've never really finished many Bethesda games. I kind of pick them up, look at them, and then move the fuck on. But Ubisoft obviously have managed to nail the hype side of getting these videos, getting these games out, and everything from Mario and the Rabbids makes me want to buy a Switch, and that's kind of impressive unto itself. Like that's their one game has made me go, fuck, I could actually enjoy playing the Switch while wandering around. A portable XCOM, yes. XCOM Enemy Unknown on my PS Vita, good time. But yeah, with the possibility of it being on the Switch, I'd give that a goddamn try. It also encouraged me to think that the Ubisoft will probably release maybe the XCOM Complete Collection or XCOM 2 onto the Switch as well, which would be an entertaining entertaining gameplay. What else have we got in there? Beyond Good and Evil. Fuck. I keep on coming back. I'll come back to Beyond Good and Evil a couple of times because it's fucking amazing. I'm glad to play it. I'm glad that I will get to play it. And it's been such a long wait to actually hear any more announcement ever since that roadside trailer with the two characters actually just kind of like trying to repair their car. It's been such a long fucking time coming. God damn it. I'm hyped as fuck. I'm excited for actually looking forward to seeing the Sony conference at 2 a.m. whenever it's on here in GMT, but or BST, it's a British Standard Time now they call it rather than Greenwich Meridian. I'm curious to know what is there new to show. I can completely understand why Ubisoft gave Assassin's Creed Origins to the Xbox conference, because god damn, the Xbox conference didn't really have that much to show, but it was a big reveal to show Assassin's Creed. But Ubisoft had so fucking much more to talk about. So there was like Assassin's Creed, another game in a 9-game series. Yeah, sure, you can have that one. That's fine. Like, well, we'll talk about it as well. We'll probably show people gameplay afterwards where they're rambling and screaming about Beyond Good and Evil 2 afterwards as well. There was a smart move in their part. Yeah, I'm going to end the conference here at this point because I've got no real other points to say other than go play Beyond Good and Evil 1 if you haven't already. The HD re-release of it came out, I think, was it 5 years ago? What was the last thing I played Beyond Good and Evil on? I think the last time I played it was on PS3, so that was actually maybe 5-6 years ago now. And it was damn good then, and we've been waiting for more news since. Everything else that's in there, there's like what, 4 betas, 5 betas, 3 or 4 betas to sign up for. I need to go back over this and actually get the links for those because I know some of them are actually less beta than others. So yeah, I'm gonna go and check that out. Oh yeah, Steep's update as well. Fuck me, that was a good conference. There was a lot of things to actually forget, even though I'm like really excited about particular things. I can't give you any more recommendations other than that. This has been an enjoyable experience to sit down and watch. It didn't feel overly long. I mean, what time are we at? Yeah, it was just over like an hour and 10 minutes. Just over an hour. Man, good times. Well done to Ubisoft. They actually brought the hype. They brought the train. They made E3 entertaining. There's a lot of games there that I'll be looking forward to playing whenever they come out later on this year or next year or in the nebulous future for some of them. But this may mean it feels like a conference where there's a bit of overpromise going on, but backed up with like, here's games that we already have and we need to do these things with it now soon as well. Shit, I completely forgot about that VR game as well of Elijah Wood. Fuck. Man, there's so much in this. I'm going to break this conference up into smaller segments, release them as my basic interactions, and then maybe put this last bit as just as a closer. But the Ubisoft conference really got my attention, and there was a lot to talk about throughout. So, yep, as it is now, Ubisoft have the biggest points, the highest score of 5 balls of water over 10. I don't know. Like, I don't know how to compare the rest of them. All the rest of them were actually like doused in water. 1 bottle of water over my head. They were all a damn squib compared to this. So, yeah, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this conference, make sure to come back and join us for the Sony conference at 2 a.m. GMT. I think that's, I can't even remember what time that is. It's like 9 p.m. PST or something like that. So, yeah, we've got a few hours to kill until then. Hopefully you actually go back and watch over this if you haven't watched the whole conference. And it'll be up and available for you to all see on the channel very, very shortly. So if you enjoyed my commentary, you enjoyed this conference, and you're enjoying the E3 coverage so far, make sure to hit the subscribe button up there at the top, or the follow button down there, or the thumbs up, or whatever the fuck it is that's actually on the switch that you're watching this on. I want to say thank you very much for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you guys. I hope you actually come back for another stream and another live video or another video on the channel at any other time. If you're actually watching this on YouTube, there will be a little box up there, pop, 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 3 boxes. And each one of them will actually have a link to either to a playlist or a video here on the channel. I recommend you watch all 3. This one in particular will be one that's related to what you're actually watching now. And of course, if you can't find me on that or you don't want to, just Google me, PasticheOfSkin. I'm not trying to hide, guys. I'm easy to find. So until the next time, until the next stream, I will see all you dudes in the next video. Bye.